Good morning or good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is our first YouTube of 2021. We're testing a new camera. We have a new studio, but it's not ready yet for YouTubing. So we've been off YouTube for a while. Feels good to be back again, and we'll just see how the quality of this is. So welcome everybody. Today's class is a dedication to yoga. So I was thinking about, I haven't been on YouTube for such a long time, what do I do? And it just came to me that it should be a dedication to yoga. So to all my teachers and my teachers' teachers in this wonderful and long lineage, I give gratitude. And especially to all of you guys, I give gratitude, because truly our students are our best teachers. So bowing your head to your heart, look to that teacher within, that guru. Guru simply means teacher. So look to that teacher within and let the class just teach you what you need to know today. So with deep gratitude to this ancient lineage, begin by just lifting your chin, bringing your hands onto your knees, thumbs and first fingers touching, and taking some lovely, long, slow, deep breaths. We're in the garden, so you can hear the birds. Just tune into those beautiful sounds of nature. Tune into the fact that you can sit on your mat and take some lovely, long, slow, deep breaths. Enjoy the breaths. Enjoy just being in this moment in time. Let go of any anticipations of the past, of yourself, and let's just be in the moment. Bring your hands on your knees, and we'll start very simply. Inhale, come forward into cat. Exhale, squeeze and round. Now, as you do this, begin to really experience both your physical and your breath body, your pranamaya kosha. So feel the energy as it moves through you, and feel your body as it moves, as it slowly starts to awaken. And allow the poses to do you. So that is the beauty of yoga, is if we can give ourselves totally to the practice, and then bring your palms forward and take a lovely big stretch. Push both sit bones back into the floor. Retract your shoulders down your back. So you always want to feel that your shoulders are away from your ears. So the shoulders are going down towards the two sit bones, which are pushing into the floor. But then the bandhas are lifting the energy up the spine and lengthening. Place your palms on the floor and stretch. Excuse the dogs. Shush! Shush, you two. Shush. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come up. Stop. Sorry about that, guys, but it's very organic, this practice. And then there's the naughty culprit. Come onto your hands and knees. Inhale into cat. Exhale, squeeze and round. Inhale into cat. Exhale, squeeze and round. Inhale into cat. Tuck your toes under and push back into your first wide-legged down dog of the class. Close your eyes and move into your body. Now again, you want those shoulders moving back towards your waist. But then you feel the beautiful progression of the spine from the tailbone through to the crown of the head, lifting the two sit bones up into the sky, pushing your palms into the floor, having your inner elbows facing each other. There's so much happening in down dog. How does it feel? What is the experience? Perhaps your experience is your back of your legs, perhaps it's your arms holding you. Whatever it is, just allow yourself to experience that. And let the pose show you the way. Drop onto your knees and take a gentle child's pose. Stretch your palms forward. You're going to allow the hips to open, so inhale up the right side, leading with the right shoulder. Exhale down the left. Now let's change it by inhaling up the left and exhaling down the right. And then inhaling up the right, and big breath down the left. Exhale. Inhale, big breath up the left, and exhale down the right. Come back into your child's pose and just feel, perhaps if your hips feel a little bit different. So this journey of yoga, for which we are so grateful, is really the journey into you, the journey into finding that realization within you. It's within you, it's not anywhere else but within you. Inhale forward and hinge forward into a gentle cobra. Don't make it a huge one. We're just actually getting the hips to become a little bit more open. So we're going forward and back. We're not even pushing into major cobra. We're just hinging the hips so that we are releasing all the tensions there. And then again, take your circle. Inhale up the right and exhale down the left. And inhale up the left and exhale down the right. Come back into your child's pose and just wriggle from side to side, sway from side to side, and get the awareness of how your hips feel. Inhale back up into your cat pose. Tuck your toes under, another wide-legged down dog. Bring it back. And now, Matt, perhaps you're going to notice. So the more mindfulness we bring into our practice, the more awareness of all the bodies and the energies within us, the more we journey within. So now be mindful of the shifts in your body just after doing those few little poses, those few little sequences, and feel, feel, feel. So it's not about labeling the experience, it's simply having the experience of what it feels like. Drop your knees the width of the mat, bring your big toes to touch, and push your tushy back. So it's a wide, beautiful, wide child's pose. Stretch those palms forward. And then slowly come back. Come to sit again on your tushies in your cross-legged position, but then change it because we're all creatures of habit and we're going to put our one foot, the same foot in front. So sit now and feel. Big inhale, lift. Exhale, interlace your fingers and stretch. Shoulders down. Big inhale. Exhale, stretch through the side. Push your right hip into the floor. Now use your bandhas and really get the awareness of length through the whole side of the body. Breathe into it. Breathe into these intercostals. Make them open so that your heart chakra is opening more. Your physical lungs and your heart is opening. Big inhale up, interlace, push away, exhale down the other side. Push that left hip into the floor and breathe. Enjoy your practice. Really feel yourself lifting your belly up towards your heart. Feel yourself pushing that left hip down. Have this communication with your pose, with your body. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Take these hands forward and stretch again into the pose that we started the class with, this lovely big stretch forward. Push into your two sit bones. And now just notice that the body is more forgiving, and smile. Let it be a gentleness in your heart. Soften your whole being. This is just your journey. We're moving slowly today, and then slowly come back onto your hands and knees. Open and spread. Big inhale into your cat. And we'll do a regular down dog this class, but you're going to notice the shifts in your body. You're going to notice how the body has created more space, more opening. Push those heels down. Breathe. Big inhale, drop onto your knees. Exhale, take child's pose. Now we're going to hinge forward to a bigger Bhujangasana, cobra pose. So inhale, come forward and lift your heart. Shoulders down. Exhale, release. Keep your elbows hinged in, so you're hinging. You're not coming through like in a chaturanga position. You're just hinging. You're not slithering along the floor. You're just simply hinging those hips forward, opening into cobra. And one more time. We're going to hold it here. Lift the belly, and then bring your right shoulder and then your left shoulder forward. And just do a couple of nice little shoulder wiggles here. Come back, lift up, big inhale, tuck your toes under, push slowly, slowly back into down dog. Keep the belly nice and firm. Inhale, drop onto your knees. Exhale, lift your right arm and your left leg. Stretch. Release down. Inhale, lift your right leg and your left arm. Stretch. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift your right arm, your left leg. And then bending the knee, grab the foot and push the foot into the hand. Open. Lift your chest. So it's that feeling of the back bend as you push your foot into your hand. Open and breathe. Balancing back bend. And then release. Other side. Bend the knee. Grab the foot. Push the foot into the hand. Lift the chest. Bandhas are nice and firm. Breathe. Release. Inhale into cat. Exhale. Another day, another dog. Each time you come back into a pose, let it be a new imploration. I don't think there's such a word as exploration, but when it's in you, it's an imploration. I make up words. So feel that. Inhale into up dog. Feel your belly nice and firm. Exhale, push back into down dog. Inhale into up dog. Exhale, push back into down dog. Inhale into up dog. Exhale, push back into down dog. One more time. Inhale into up dog. Flatten your knees. Open your heart. Lift, lift, lift. Breathe. So you're back in cobra. Lifting, rising. So this is what yoga does for us. It helps us rise from our stories, face our stories. Big inhale, come slowly back into tabletop. Stretch your palms forward, drop your forehead, drop your chest. Untitled Asana, lift your two sit bones. Breathe. So this is an amazing pose that they give in the emergency rooms when they don't have oxygen. This is a pose that you can use for COVID. It actually helps empty your lungs. In the hospital, they suggest that you cough, so that's to empty the lungs. But it's amazing how they're realizing the benefits of movement during illnesses. And so our yoga practice not only keeps us connected, but it also keeps us well. So really enjoy this pose. You're emptying your lungs. Breathe deeply into your whole chest cavity. And then slowly come up. Take your right arm and thread the needle as you come to a gentle twist. Now start up this twist, so really get into those lungs. And pushing your left palm down, squeeze those lungs, squeeze the belly, and bring the left shoulder over the right. I'm continuing to mirror you, so I'll do the opposite side to what I say. And then slowly come up, otherwise it's a bit confusing. And then take the other side. Push your palm into the floor, lift your two sit bones and twist. Beautiful. And then slowly come up. Inhale back into your cat and push back again into down dog. So you can always be assured that most classes have a lot of down dogs. It's the most superb pose. It's after Gomupasana. Really allow yourself to have big relationships with your asanas. Looking towards your hands, bring your left foot forward between your hands and flatten your back foot. You're going to cartwheel yourself slowly up into a triangle. So start with the knee bent and then straighten. Squeeze a big imaginary ball between your legs. The back toe is pigeon-toed. Squeeze those thighs, lift up and stretch your arms out to the side. Imagine that your back is against a wall. Inhale, stretch forward, and exhale, stretch down. Got the sun in my face, so we're not sure how this video is going to come out. It doesn't matter. It's the practice, it's the poses. Breathe. It's nice for me. Might look a bit strange on the video, but smile. We are perfectly imperfect. Breathe into triangle. Feel. Big inhale. Exhale. Come back up. Bring your hands onto your hips. Now, in triangle, you really want to feel like your thighs are grabbing hold of the bones. So there's a strength in them. It's a lifting of this knee. The back and the front of the body are even, and you bring your elbow towards your knee. Push back, elbow towards knee. Then taking this bent elbow, bring it behind you and lift up. Good. Then take this top arm, bring it behind you, and see if you can grab hold of your elbows. Stretch your torso forward, squeeze. Then release the arm, release the other arm, and we come back into triangle. Beautiful, big, open triangle. Big inhale, exhale, come back into a lunge. Stretch, push that back thigh away from you. Feel this wonderful sense of the whole body opening. So enjoy that, this journey inward. Inhale, bend, and exhale, straighten this front leg as much as you can, pulling the left hip back, the right hip forward. Breathe into it. Take the stretch, feel the stretch, allow the stretch to open you. Inhale, bend your front knee, and exhale, push back into down dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, push back. Inhale into plank. Exhale, push back. Inhale into plank, hold it. Breathe. Big inhale, exhale, drop your knees, come into child's pose. Pause, and again, set up this communication with your body. Enjoy the communication with your body, sense it, feel it. Enjoy your practice, so go deeper into you. Have such a sense of gratitude for each and every pose. So if we approach our practice with this kind of mindset, we're going to get so much more out of it. So sense how the poses are helping you. They're actually helping you physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, every which way. Inhale back into cat. Exhale, push back, down dog. This time, right foot comes forward between your hands and you flatten your back foot. You slowly, gently cartwheel yourself up into triangle on this side. Squeeze. So there's a lot of instructions that can be given for the legs, but if you just imagine a big ball between your legs and you squeeze it, you're going to feel how your thighs engage, you're going to feel how your pelvic area opens, you're going to stretch. Big inhale, come forward, exhale, down. So there's a tendency for this back hip to roll forward. Push it back, lift up, breathe. But if you're squeezing that ball and not allowing it to drop, this back hip is going to have to push back to hold it. Breathe into it, feel, use your breath, big inhale, come up. Take your hands onto your hips, elbows out to the side. Big inhale, bring your elbow towards your knee, push your back against the wall. So don't let the shoulder come forward, push it back. Good, then take this hand behind you. Take this hand up, bring it behind you. Hold onto your elbows if you can, or wherever you can. Open, squeeze that ball again. Then from this position, drop your palm, lift up, and again you're in this beautiful big open position. Trikonasana. Big inhale, exhale, come down and take the lunge. Push the back thigh away from you, bring the crown of the head forward. So feel your energy body, your pranamaya kosha, the body of your breath, your chakras and your meridians. Feel them stretching. So not only the physical body, but then the subtle body as well. Big inhale, exhale, straighten your front leg. Pull your right hip back, your left hip forward. Take the stretch. Breathe into it, experience, feel. Let your practice be as real to you as you possibly can. Try to experience as much of yourselves as you possibly can. Without putting any words to it, just the feeling. And then again, that deep sense of gratitude to the practice. Inhale, bend your knee, you're back in that runner's lunge, and then we're going to take it, of course, back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhale into plank. Exhale, push back. Inhale into plank. Exhale, push back. Inhale into plank. Stretch it back, hold it, hold it, hold it. Rock onto your knees, take child's pose. Rock from side to side. So it's nice after you've done like a little bit of efforting to just pause and feel how your body feels. To keep the communication. So some people call it mindfulness, awareness. That's what yoga teaches us. It's also communication. It's communication with yourself in gratitude. Inhale back up. Exhale, push back. Another day, another dog. Flatten your left foot and bring your right foot up. Now it's a big stance because we're coming into warrior. Bend your front knee and inhale up into warrior. So in warrior, you want to feel like you're taking the right side of your body over towards the left. So you don't want to be in warrior like this. You want to be right in the center. Again, there's a firmness in these legs. There's a tendency to bring this thigh forward. Push this thigh back, 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 back. Then there's a tendency for this knee to do all sorts of funny things. You want to try to keep the knee tracked right over the foot. Breathe into it and then gaze gently over your right palm. Down, use your bandhas, lift your belly up, drop your tailbone, and just hold and find the steadfastness in the pose. Turn your right palm up again into peaceful warrior. Take it down the back. Breathe. See if you can sink a little deeper. Breathe into it. Enjoy it. Come back again into warrior Virabhadrasana. And then big inhale, exhale. Come back into your lunge. Notice if your lunge is just becoming a little bit easier. We're going to come into plank from this position. So big inhale, exhale, plank. Hold the plank. Lengthen through the body. Big inhale, exhale, drop your knees, elbows tucked in, chin and chest, tushy up. Flatten onto the floor. Inhale, up into cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. Stretch it out. Breathe. Okay, flatten your right foot, bring your left foot forward between your hands. Be sure you're on a balance beam. Bend your front knee and up you come into warrior on this side. So again, don't let your body come forward. Pull back, bend, look over your front palm. Belly nice and firm. So sometimes when you're efforting, it's quite hard to find gratitude. Sometimes when life is throwing you some whammies, it's hard to find gratitude. But the more you can find that gratitude, especially to your practice, the more your heart is going to awaken to love, to contentment. Breathe. Squeeze those thighs. Turn your palm over. Come down the back. Bend your knee. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. It's called an attitude of gratitude, but enjoy the pose. Be grateful. Be grateful for the beautiful day today. Be grateful for all you have. And be grateful for your ability to come into peaceful warrior. Come back into warrior. Breathe. Big inhale. Exhale, come down. Take that runner's lunge and be grateful that it's feeling a little bit easier. Take the front foot to the back. Plank pose. Big inhale. Those that want to do chaturanga, feel free. Otherwise, knees, chin and chest. Flatten. Inhale up into cobra. And exhale, push. Child's pose. Rock from side to side. So not pushing today. I promised a relatively easy class for the first one back in 2021. Just to get us back into our being. And then slowly come back. Come sit on your tushies. Take your left foot out and turn your right foot this way with the knee bent. Find your two sit bones. So really lift your tushy, find your two sit bones, sit nice and tall. So taking your left hand to your knee, just find the twist. So when we twist, we tend to push our chest forward. Push back into this hip. So you're just twisting. Then drop your hand to your ankle. Draw your left shoulder towards the floor. Lift your right arm up. Now, you've got to find the right place for your foot and then bring this arm over. Pulling your left shoulder through using your ankle, bringing the right arm over towards the foot, bringing the left shoulder through, right shoulder back. Now guys, you are going to lose your right hip, but see if you can gently push it back, even if you don't go so far. Pull that shoulder forward and play a game with yourself. See how far you can manage. Breathe. And then slowly come up. Bring the sole of your foot in. Again, find your two sit bones. Lift up. Wrap your arm, palm face up. Same pose, but just with the leg in a different position. Lengthen through the left side. Lift the right and come over. Draw this right palm forward now. Let's really bring a left palm. Let's bring that left shoulder, the left palm forward, the right shoulder back. You can even bend this elbow if you want. Now push into that right hip and you're going to get a beautiful stretch all the way through the side. Close your eyes. Almost imagine that you're the witness to yourself in this pose. Use your bandhas and witness yourself breathing yourself into the pose. Witness the pose doing you. And then slowly on an inhale, bring the arm up. Exhale, come down. Sit for a moment. You might have made yourself a little bit, take your hand underneath your knee and come to sit. Feel what yoga does for us. There is a definite awareness of something having shifted within us. What is that shift? We say shifts happen. What is that shift, that change, that awareness? That is that connection to self. Can't explain to you how the magic works, but we know it works. Bring your right foot out and your left foot up. Find your two sit bones again. First, find the twist. So holding onto your knee with your arm or your elbow, find the twist. Breathe into it, lift the chest nice and tall. Keep the right foot nice and flexed. Then let the arm go down, the palm go down to the ankle. Drop your right shoulder. Got to think a little bit this morning. I'm a bit, I haven't done this for a while. I've been teaching Zoom classes this morning, the whole year, but not a YouTube class. It feels kind of different. It shouldn't, but it does. Lift your arms up. I'll be honest, I feel more vulnerable, so I'll be honest with you. Lift up, because I think you know you're kind of speaking to a bigger audience, and you know that they're not with you right now, and then you know that they can always rewind the video and see. And if they rewind the video, oh my goodness me, oh, they can see all the stories, and they can see how perfectly imperfect you are, which will hopefully make you all feel much better, because we don't have to be perfect. Pull that ankle, stretch, just relax into it. I think I'm talking to myself. Breathe. All right, and slowly come up. So it definitely does feel different. I've got a lovely, beautiful group of students that are following me, but I kind of know I'm speaking to a wider audience, and it does feel different. Maybe because I haven't done it for like 4 or 5 months. So just relax, Patsy. Drop your right arm, bring your left hand onto your knee. Thank you for all the love, my students. I can feel it. Open your heart, lift your arm up. I can feel you encouraging me and saying it's okay. Bring your arm over your ear. Maybe this is not professional to admit where we are, but you know what? If we can't be vulnerable and we can't be real in our yoga practice, then when are we going to be real? Bring this right arm forward and really give a good stretch. We have to be real, guys. The most important thing in life is to be real, to be honest, to be vulnerable, because I think in our vulnerability we find our strength. Push that left hippie into the floor and get a big stretch all the way up through the side. Big inhale, come up. Take your foot, your knee, bring it in. Sit for a moment. Take a deep inhale and just sigh it out. Let it go. Now sitting, bring your hands forward again. So this was the pose that we started with. How does it feel? So really, it's quite a thing to get out of the thinking mind. You know, the second sutra, yoga vritti titi vritti nirodha. Yoga begins when we cease the fluctuations. How do we get out of this thinking mind? We just go deeper and deeper into the poses, deeper and deeper into the breath, and deeper into the awareness of who we are, Tat Sat. And we feel as the poses do us and as we breathe. Slowly come back up again, sit nice and tall, and just feel. Bring the soles of your feet together, Ganapatsy. Take your hands behind you, lift your tushies, and open and fan those tushies. Keep pushing your palms down behind you and push these knees down. Push your feet together and then lift. Now you want to feel that the front of your body and the back of your body are even. Your chakras spin forward and backwards. So you want to feel that the chakras are spinning forward and backwards evenly. Not that you like this or you like that. If you had a board, it would be in the front and the back. Now you're just going to hinge. So you're going to hinge from the hips and you're going to feel that hinge. And as you feel that hinge, do a very gentle mula bandha and feel your whole second chakra, your whole pelvic area. Now it's as if you've got a basin of water in your pelvis and you're rocking it forward and backwards. And as you feel that, just feel the whole second chakra open. And then push, push, push. Bring your arms forward. You can hold onto your feet. You can have your elbows by your shins, or you can bring the arms forward. Don't force yourself to come as far down as you possibly can. Rather keep that spine long. So you want to visualize that there's a cord coming down through the crown of your head to your perineum. And there's a beautiful angel pulling that cord long, 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 long. And you feel each little vertebra lengthening. And the more you focus on your spine, the more your legs are just going to release and open a bit deeper. So feel like you're pulling your whole torso out of your hips. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come up. You're going to keep, especially in these seated poses, get that kind of aha feeling. You know then that you have touched pranamaya kosha, your subtle body, your emotional body, your mental body, all your beings, all your sheaths. Take your left foot, place it onto your right knee. Drop your right knee down and your foot firmly onto the ground. Take your left hand and push your knee away from you. So I'm exaggerating, but you really want to feel like you're lengthening and pulling yourself out of your hips. Walk your right hand over, okay, towards the right, and then push this left knee away from you. Push it, and then as you do, you can even lift your right hip and kind of tuck it towards the right, so it's tucking under. Then using your bandhas, pull the torso away from the hips as you push the knee away from you. Use bandhas, pull tailbone towards pubic bone, lift the belly, lift the heart. So feel this length. Gently drop your left rib cage a little bit and lift your right. It's not a big movement. Again, use bandhas. Lift, lengthen, pull your torso out of your hips. And then slowly release and round you come. Feet on floor. We're going to take the right foot onto the left knee, lift. We're going to drop this foot onto the floor. Again, we're going to push away. Okay, but you've got to keep this foot anchored. And then we're going to walk our left hand over to the edge of our mat. We're going to push the knee away while we draw ourselves out of our hips. Probably might find a nice stretch also through the left side. You can tuck this up, left hip round a little bit. Keep dropping the right rib cage ever so gently, lifting the left. So you are going to feel a stretch through the left side of the body, but you're also going to feel that lifting of the whole torso. Use your bandhas, curl your tailbone, lift your belly, lift your chest. Feel yourself drawing yourself out of your hips. So we get stuck in our hips. Slowly come around. We get condensed in our hips. We hold all the stories in our hips, in our first and second chakra. And that's where this serpent ties itself around. And when we do yoga, we release that kundalini energy and we allow the energy to flow up the spine. Come back into Fatherhood Asana, rock and roll from side to side. Take your hands behind you. Now, as you push up, feel how you have created a space in this valley kind of between your thighs and your hips. So you always want to feel that you've got that space. You don't want to feel, I'm exaggerating, but you don't want to feel like you're condensing into these hips. So you want to feel nice and long. Now find that straight front and the straight back. Hinge yourself forward. Keep pushing like you're trying to lift your two sit bones behind you, but you're pushing forward. Forward, forward, forward. Again, you've got that cord coming down and pulling your spine forward. When you feel you've gone as forward as you can, then bring your palms forward. Keep lifting your chest towards your chin. Keep lifting your belly back towards your backbone and up Uddiyana Bandha, and lengthen and breathe. And feel like you're really drawing yourself out of your second chakra. Breathe. And slowly, slowly, slowly come up. Take your knees, bring them together, sit for a moment, lift your chest nice and tall. So let's see what all of this has done to our down dog. Come onto your hands and knees. So this is a journey. So we journey back into a pose that we've done a lot of, just to sense and feel. Inhale into cat, exhale, push back down dog, stretch your back. Notice, without any judgments, just pure observations. Let's tweak down dog a little bit. So pushing the palms into the floor, push into the fingertips. Have the inner elbows looking at each other. Take the shoulders and feel like you're bringing the outer armpits forward to the front of the armpits, and then you're rolling the shoulders back, up the back actually, towards the waist. So you're getting a sense of pushing away from the earth. The shoulders are not coming by the ears. The arms are squeezing, the head is between the arms. The legs are squeezing an imaginary block between them. So your knees are slightly inward, and then there's a beautiful opening at the back of the thighs that broadens the hamstrings. The most incredible thing about down dog is this changing of our Sushumna Nadi, our central column of light, and our chakras. The Muladhara chakra is up and the base chakra is down. For my Americans, they are called Hadidas. And then slowly drop onto your knees and take child's pose. Feel, feel, feel. Place one palm on top of the other and drop your forehead onto your palms and just roll your forehead from side to side. As you roll your forehead from side to side, feel like you're really softening the brain center. And then just allow yourself to melt. So we've opened second chakra quite a bit. Let's come back onto our tushies and let's release more of that first chakra. So Gomupasana, bringing your right foot into your side of your hip, your left knee over. Let's lift our tushies off the floor and come onto our knees so that we can get the knee over the knee as much as possible. Lift your two sit bones. So do a little bit of a cow sensation. So let's pretend we're in cat-cow here. So big inhale, exhale, squeeze and round. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze and round. Inhale, open. Now keep it like that. Fan those sit bones and push your tushy back towards the floor and stretch your arms forward. Breathe into it. Breathe. Sense. Broaden. So you want to broaden the hips. You want to release that hold. And then slowly up you come. Place your foot onto the floor. It's always very nice to do a twist after you've opened the second chakra, because then it's like you're taking the water energy, twisting it and allowing it to cleanse the whole body. Sit up nice and tall. Again, you want to feel front and back even. Lift the left arm, bring it behind you, sit nice and tall. Lift the right arm up into the sky and pushing the elbow into the knee. Draw the entire right side of your body over towards the left and look behind you. Keep pushing your left foot into the floor. Now inhale and actually evenly open up each intervertebral disc. So don't feel that there's the lower part of your body is more open than the top. Feel like each little disc has an equal amount of space and you're opening up evenly, equally. And then as you exhale, you're twisting. And you're twisting into Pingala, the masculine meridian, as it crosses each and every chakra, starting at the base. And then you're squeezing into your chakras, you're squeezing into your organs, you're smiling and you're letting go. And then very slowly come round. Sit for a moment, take a deep inhale. And sigh it out, let it go. Alright, other side. So, left foot in, right foot over. Come onto your knees with both feet crisscrossed. We're going to do a few cat-cows here. Inhale, open, exhale, squeeze and round. Inhale, open, exhale, squeeze and round. Inhale, open, fan your sit bones, push your sit bones back onto the mat and come to the stretch. Now one side might feel decidedly different to the other, just smile. Your body has a different way of communicating with you on either side. Don't judge it. One side's not good, the other side's not bad. They're just communicating differently, that's all. Be grateful for this communication. It's what can take us deeper into ourselves. So if you are feeling a stretch, a particularly intense stretch, breathe into it, soften it. And slowly, slowly come up. Place your foot onto the floor. Sit up nice and tall. Take your right arm up, big inhale. Exhale, bring it behind you. Now even front, even back as you push up. Inhale, lift your left arm, elbow to knee and twist. So now you're going into Ida, the feminine meridian. Starting at the base and going leftward, left to right and crossing at each chakra. Again, have that sense of evenness as you inhale, so each little intervertebral disc is opening evenly all the way up through the crown, and then you're twisting on the exhale, squeezing. So each meridian, Ida and Pingala, are crossing at each chakra, creating that helix, that beautiful spiral. And then the Sushumna Nadi goes through. Breathe. And slowly come back. Come back into Fatherhood. Find your two sit bones. Lift your tushy up, wriggle it, put it down, hold onto your ankles or your shins. Now sit up nice and tall. Feel Ida as she goes from left to right, crossing at each chakra. Feel Pingala as he goes from right to left, crossing at each chakra. Feel the Sushumna Nadi. Feel that the serpent energy is completely open now, and that Kundalini is flowing from the base all the way up through the crown. Shakti to Shiva, creation to creator. And then slowly, elbows onto knees if you can. Bring yourselves forward. You can remove your hands, you can bring them forward. And then just go deeper into Baddha Konasana. Baddha Konasana is a sacred pose because it opens up second chakra, heart chakra, and third eye, which are your three feminine chakras. So creation, love, your soul, your Jiva Atman in your heart, and your intuition and your higher self in your third eye. Feel that, breathe into it, and then slowly, 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 slowly come back, sit nice and tall. Notice, just notice. Okay, take the legs wide. Just going to do a quick Upavista. Find your two sit bones, push yourselves forward, and now really feel Ida and Pingala, feel the spine lengthening, and then hinge yourselves forward and backwards. And then bring your hands either onto your shins or your toes and lift up and visualize a ball of light at the base of your spine. And as you inhale, you're pulling that light up your spine through Ida and Pingala as it crosses at each chakra, and letting that light, that Kundalini, move up your spine, releasing, joining the union, yoga, the union of mind, body, soul. So really feel that as you lengthen. Push those legs into the floor, squeeze your thighs, and feel that cord going, pulling that spine long, and feel that energy moving up your spine. And then very, very slowly release. Take your hands underneath your knees and come to your favorite seated position. Release your two sit bones. Turn your palms to face up, thumbs and first fingers touching. Feel your spine. Let's just actually make it a little bit longer. So bring your palms forward. Push your right palm more forward than your left and push into your left sit bone. As you do this, feel the polarity between your right middle finger and your left sit bone. And then bring your left palm forward and feel your left middle finger and your right sit bone, so you're creating an X. Then both palms, so from right middle finger to left sit bone and left middle finger to right sit bone, we create an X that crosses at the heart. And then using your bandhas, feel that length of the spine. Bring yourselves back. And you're going to have a beautiful, beautiful long spine. Feel this. And now you're going to be able to feel that Kundalini energy, that Shakti, creation moving up. And be so grateful to your yoga practice, because this is what it's all about. Turn your palms to face up, touch your thumbs and your first fingers together, and take a couple of lovely, long, slow, deep inhales into your body and feel what yoga has done for you. Yoga does us. And I am always so grateful to this practice. It's my mat that brings me back to myself time and time again. We lose ourselves in this crazy world with all its stresses and strains, and we can always rely on our practice if we come deeply into ourselves to bring us back to ourselves. So smile and be so grateful for your efforts today and your practice. It's brought you back to you, back to this union of mind, body, soul. So take some lovely, long, slow, deep inhales into your body, and equally long, slow, deep exhales. And simply allow yourself this moment, being very aware of this moment in time, this now, this connection. Hariom Tat Sat, I am. Salutations to all that I am. I am a being of light having a human experience. Gratitude to my practice for reminding me of who I am. Gratitude to each and every one of you for your support and love. And gratitude for this beautiful practice called yoga. Slowly bring your hands into your heart and pray. Notice that when you do, it shifts the awareness of your body. So prayer is a beautiful pose of gratitude. It's a lifting, it's finding that God and Goddess within you. Lifting that spine nice and tall. And then as you bow your head to your heart, you surrender the thinking mind. You surrender everything to the beauty and the love that is within you. From my heart, always, always to each and every one of you, thank you. Namaste.